This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm going to introduce a small tip to you with regards to working drawing. It is something very useful for people who are issuing working drawing on a day-to-day basis. This will help them to save some amount of time um, without jumping between layers and changing so many things. Now, the concept in this video is called plot style, and people around the world know about plot style. People who are experts in Autocad will know what is a plot style and what is the use. One of the main uses of plot style is to um, you know issue a drawing with clarity. Show whatever you want and don't show whatever you don't want to show in a drawing. For example, if you're going to issue an electrical drawing, okay, you need the room layout, you need the column layout and furniture layout in the drawing, but you're issuing an electrical drawing, so electrical lines and points and switches needs to be highlighted. Everything else can be there, but it can be low. It need not be very prominent. What should be prominent highlighted? It should be the electrical components which are going to show electrical points, lines, switches, light, etc. should be highlighted, nothing else. Of course, for that, you would have already worked on layers and you would have saved whatever is needed as an electrical drawing in a separate layer like this. Okay, and maybe you will come to know that if I switch off that, freeze that, see the whole bunch of things that was representing electrical points, lines, everything went missing, and you only find the names over here, name of the point and everything over here. Even that can be changed from the text layer to electrical layer, so it goes off at the same time. Like for example, if I give a match property for all this, even this is going to be saved in a electrical drawing, electrical layer, and that will be done. So once you do this, the easiest thing about, if you want to switch off the electrical components, you can just switch off the electrical component and see. This you all know it. Most of the CAD users, you know, it's a basic thing which everyone knows. Okay, and if whenever you want to switch on, you can switch this on. You know this. Okay. But the point is here, when I'm issuing the electrical drawing, I want these to be highlighted, maybe thicker or a brighter color on the background of white. And I want these to be really low. I don't want this to be a very sharply seen, but I want these to be seen, so that the electrical person will look at it and not get confused with other things. That is the whole idea. It is not easy to walk in the site with one drawing in one hand and check the points. Giving drawings clearly also is a part of your work, your office work. You can say if you are a big architect, you don't sit and draft. You will have the assistants to do it. Draftsmen or architects, junior architects, today's scenario, they'll sit and draft. But it is a part of your office to reduce confusion at site. Okay, that is part of your job. Okay, so how do we do it now? So that is the question. So now we all know how to print a drawing, basic printing. Yeah, Control P. You give this. Okay, it doesn't. You'll go here, and now I have not connected it to printer. So I'm just showing it through DWG PDF. What is the size you want to give? Okay, A3, 420 wide and 297 height. Okay, and then I'll give window, select from here to here, so it is seen as a this thing. So here normally you will have it as acad.ctb. Okay, so this is called plot style. See, it's written on top, plot style table. Okay, that the .ctb is a file name, a file extension, which allows you to save the plot style. Okay, see, this is here. It's over here. So this, by doing something for the plot style, is how we are going to achieve that result. So now I have not done anything. I have just sorry, I'll show you. I have selected acat.ctb and I am seeing it now, just as normal as it is. Now there's nothing great about this. It's a decent drawing, that's all. Okay, now I will select grayscale. You can look at grayscale, see a preview. It comes in grayscale. If you give monochrome, yeah, it comes in monochrome. It comes in monochrome, that's all. This pen thickness, yeah, there's a difference. You have given the pen thickness difference in layers itself, and the layers are sort of highlighting these pen thicknesses. Did you get it? Layers are highlighting the pen thicknesses. Now, to put my point clear, I will show you once in layer also. Okay, here, see, this line thickness is thicker. This is thicker than this, or this is thinner than this. This is much thinner than this. This is how generally you will give line thickness. Okay, and now coming to the point, I'll come back to the layers and confirm things to you. You see here, you will have what is electrical drawing, what is the line thickness given. In fact, you can all have make a note of this line thickness that is given here. It will be very useful for you. Okay, so here electrical drawing is given a line thickness of 0.05 mm. So it is as subtle as it is, doesn't disturb everything. And where's the wall? Wall is given a line thickness of 0.40. Okay, elevation is given. There are 4 elevations in this. Okay, this is a part of a big project, so there are 4 elevations, four elevation lines to highlight the what is in the front, what is behind, and all that. So they are given 1, 2, 3, 4 line thicknesses. So you can have a good look at the line thicknesses here and the colors given here. Extremely good, extremely pleasing colors. Okay, while printing. Now with this, the problem is, see, as I told you, while printing, previous plot, I'll just give previous plot and I will show you what happens. Oh, sorry. A3 and landscape and window, and from here to here. So here you will see all these things like this. Now I want to highlight the electrical points and things which are needed for electrician, and sort of fade the other part. So that is my point. So how will you do? I said using plot style. How will you create plot style? So I am coming directly to the subject. Here you see plot style. Whatever is selected is acat.ctb. Now instead of that, you go to so okay, you can go here. You don't click here. You come say new. So give new, okay, and click on start from scratch. Give next, and I'm giving the name electrical plot or electrical. That will be fine. That is the name given for my plot style. This is a new plot style which I am going to use. What I did, I just typed that, gave next. So it is saying plot style table editor. This is, don't give finish. Before that you say see plot style table editor. You go here. Okay, now when you go here, there is no layers. You don't see layers, but you will see 255 colors from 1 to 255 colors you have in plot style. Okay, okay, now how will we highlight that layer? Now I'm just giving finish for the time being. Yeah, okay, but that is because I didn't check the layer color. That is one mistake I did. I didn't check the layer color, so I just gave finish. So electrical.ctb got saved, but there is nothing serious in that. It is same as acad.ctb. There is nothing. See, if you want, you see it. It is same as acad.ctb because I have not done any modification in the which place. Now, if you want to do modification, I have to click here and go to the plot style table editor, plot style table electrical editor of electrical. Okay, so I'm coming back to layer. See, I forgot to check what is the color of electrical. What is the color of electrical? It is 44. Color 44 is the. Now I'm going to print and I'm going to give previous plot. So the electrical plot style also came because it was given already. Now I am giving edit plot style and I am going to 44. Now this is the color given for the entire set of lines which is used in electrical part, to be very clear. So here I click this and now what all need to be done. So I personally feel I can give a better line thickness. I can give like 0.5, give a thick line thickness. Okay, for 44 I gave 0.5. For rest of the world it is not assigned. It is not assigned. It says use object line weight. So it is not assigned. It comes from the layer directly. Now what happens here is plot style is like an override for the existing layer command. Always plot style will be taken seriously above layer. Understood? You don't want that to happen. You select acad.ctb, which is a default plot style, or grayscale.ctb, which is a default plot style, or what do you call the other one? Monochrome. Monochrome dot ctb, which is again another default plot style. Okay, this one is a changed plot style created by me. So in this line number, color number 44 is made thicker. I'll make it even more thicker so that I'll make it understand. Okay, and then I'll give save and close, and then I'll give a preview. Now what did happen? The in this drawing, the other things all became thinner. I mean, it never became thinner. It is still the same, but this wire thickness became thicker. This wire thickness became thicker. So I don't think that is a good idea. It will destroy the look of the drawing. So I gave exit and I'm coming here to edit electrical. So I'll go to layer 44. I remember it as 44 now. I'll make it like 0.2. 0.2, which is sufficient enough. 0.2 or 0.4, 0.4, which is sufficient. Just give save and close and give a preview. So this definitely looks better than the previous one. But what happens, these things are still seen and they are still in a highlighted kind of a mode. So how will you change that? I came here back, I gave exit and came back. So I'm coming here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select 44 and right click and sorry, I'm going to leave 44 and select everything. How you know? You go to 1 and come down to 255, press shift, the whole deal will get selected. Now you come to 44 and press control and click here. I'll repeat again. I'll go to 1 without clicking anything, come back to 255, press shift and click on 255. The entire length is selected. Go back to 44, press control, not shift this time, and click 44, which means it will leave alone 44 and select the entire thing. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give a really a dull color. This time I'm not checking with the line type. Okay, I can even do that. I can go to sorry, not line type, line weight. I can make a very fine line 0.05 for the rest of the rest of the drawing except for electrical, because 44 alone is not selected and everything else is selected. I've thinned the line weight, and what I did, I'm going to do next is, here there is an option called color. So I can go here and I'm going to select a select color. I'm going to select a weak color, that is going to appear like this, something like this. And let me see what happens. I'll give save and close and say preview. So you see this, that you see the drawing, but electrical is highlighted. But electrical is highlighted. Do you like that? You saw the drawing, but electrical is highlighted. Electrical point is highlighted. Other things are little bit weak. Now see, the color choice which I gave is purely personal to me. You can use it as a light color of blue. Go to select color. It can be anything. Light, very light color. Now I'm preview. Sorry, didn't I save that? I just gave it to 1. See, the mistake comes again. From 1 to 250, press shift and select and go to 44 and deselect it and give a color, index color. Always try to select from index color. Uh, and now see, if all, you'll see all the other things are in 140 and only the color 44 will remain the same. Okay, so you give preview. So it is turned lighter and this one is highlighted. See, these color codes, every office will have a different way of presenting things, and that is called convention, architectural office convention. Every office has a different way of showing. So if you ask me, okay, this office people, they will give electrical drawing like this only. You have to follow what your senior architect says, the color convention. You can't make your own funny things and you present it there just as how I did it, because I am trying to teach you, but there you are working under someone. So you have to follow the color code and line thickness and all those convention told by your senior architect, so that all that company drawings or architectural office drawings, bigger says company drawing, I work for company, so all that will have a similar tones, color tones, line thickness. So the moment the site come and if you send a drawing to the site, our site supervisors will open the drawing. Immediately they'll understand it is an electrical drawing sent from SNCS. Immediately they'll understand this is a column layout drawing. By the color code, look and feel of it, they should be able to identify. They cannot stare their eyes and look at these plans and go below and see the title block, what is it written and all that. No, it has to be identified immediately, used immediately. That is the reason why I teach you all this. But you have to stick to the color code told by your senior architect or your teachers in working drawing, and you have to just do it. You can't do your own things if it is required by you to follow something told by them. Understood? So that is what you have to do. Okay. Now there are even funny things in this. You can select the edit the same electrical CTV. So I didn't like that 44 color. I like the like some other color. So I'll select the color 44 and make it red. Save and close and say preview. So even though the layer color is something else, color number 44, I changed it into red. So this is super highlighted and they'll be easily able to work on it. Okay. Now I'm canceling this. I'm not going to print you. I want to tell you one more thing. If you come back to the layers, it is much the same. There is no problem, there is nothing that I have changed over here or over here. So it is much the same. Where I have made the change is only over here. So I'm going to say previous plot, and this is where I have made a change. into electrical. Now I didn't like it for the next. Okay, I am done with electrical drawing. Okay, I want to print you know what, column layout or something else. You can change this. You can just change from electrical to normal. Yeah, possible. You will see everything as it was before when I started this class. Okay, so you can get rid of things quickly and fix things quickly. And once you have done this in your computer, believe me that CTB will stay there itself. CTB meaning ACAD.CTB. This one will still stay there itself, and it doesn't. It will see electrical dot CTB. See for ENT, that is one of my client. I have created a CTB. Let me see what it is. So maybe it won't work because the colors used in this layer is different from what I have done for ENT. So so you can switch from this concept to another concept. I mean, we'll come back to the normal by just clicking to AutoCAD.CTB. Now let me give you a clear-cut warning. Don't ever, don't ever edit ACAD.CTB by skipping and watching this video 50%. Okay, that will create danger for your AutoCAD version. You are not supposed to alter ACAD.CTB because that is a default. You are not supposed to alter this. Okay, this is a default. This is what it comes with you from when you bought. So this one, grayscale, you're not supposed to change that because that is default. Only bridge, I don't know, this is created by me. For some reason I have created this. Fill pattern.ctb, again it is created by me for some reason. These things, screen 100, screen 25, these are all default CTB. Don't ever touch that. If you are going to do something, you create new by clicking here and giving start from scratch, give next, give a name, type the name, give next, and go to plot style editor and do whatever you want. Don't touch, don't edit grayscale or AutoCAD or whatever it is. Now the second thing I wanted, now this is with regard to electrical. Okay, suppose for me electrical, I'm going to give from the same drawing. I just want to give them a furniture layout. I don't want to show the electrical layout to them. No. I just want to give the furniture layout to them. How are you going to do that? So I'm just going here and switching off electrical layout. Okay. Now this time I want to highlight furniture layout, and everything else can be. No, I want to highlight. I'll tell you. I want to highlight furniture, wall, and column a little bit. So what is wall color? Let me make a note of it. Wall is 135. Okay, notepad. So I'll just type it 135 for wall. Okay, and what are the furniture? Fern is 23 fern. Okay, and then what did I say? Column. Okay, so I want to highlight column also. That is magenta. Magenta is color number. You check, magenta is color number 6. This is how you check. Sometimes it is written here. You have to click here and go here and bring your cursor here, then you'll see index color 6. So magenta is color number 6. So that is for the column. So 6 column. Okay, and what else? What else is important in this drawing? Let me see. What else is important? This is text. What is this layer? Text 1 and text 2. Okay, so I want to highlight them too. 73 text and 13 I'm just having a gist of it, so that I want to play with these. Okay. So what am I going to do now? So what I want to do is I want to highlight these things. Everything else can be in black and white. So that is my idea. Everything else can be in black and white. Okay. Or these can be in black and white. And anyway, I want to highlight this. That is the whole idea. I want to highlight these things. That's the whole idea. I'm going to close this. So I'm going to go to plot. So previous. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new. See, this is click here. Don't click here and edit. Never do this. Come here and click on new. So here, start from scratch. So I'm going to do fun. I'm going to. The same case might happen with landscape also, where you have to highlight the landscape, not everything else. So then go to plot style table editor. So let's have the list of our things over here. So what all you don't want to change, you have the list here. The rest everything else select. Okay. So here I'm going to give a change. I want to put everything else in black. Nothing else, everything else in black. No color at all. But for these, I want to handpick and change 135 for the wall, 135, 135, 135. Let it be 135 itself. I'm going to give it to index color. I'm going to say 130. Let 135 will remain as 135. What is the next one? Furniture. That is 23. Let 23 be like 23. I don't want any change in that. So instead of black, select color, index color. Here you give 23. Just type 23. What is the next one? Column 6. 6. Let it be 6 itself. Where is 6? Yeah. No. I want 6. That is magenta. Otherwise, you can select like this and give 6. However, since we know 6 is magenta, I directly give it. And what else is there? 73 text and 13 6. Okay, 13. Back to 13 itself. Select color, index color, 13. Then the last one which I need to change is 73. Am I right? 73 has to be selected index color as 73. So now I gave these settings and give save and give finish. So it says it is fun.ctb and you give a preview. So everything else, okay. Okay, I prefer to give wall also black. I think that will highlight the situation. This is quite vague now. Wall and even the column, I feel like giving black itself. Yeah, that'll be a better idea. So I'm getting an idea about it. So now this time I can edit this. Wall is 135. Am I right? 135. I'll give black itself. And 6, that is magenta. I'll give black itself. So save preview. Looks better. Looks better. So furniture is highlighted here. Text is highlighted here. And you can see the other things also clearly. So like this, you can play with this uh, plot style table. Remember, you do it once, it is there in your computer. Now the scenario arises only if you want to go when you format the system or something. This CTB has a chance to get erased because you don't know where it is saved. Nothing else. Just because you don't know where it is saved, you don't know how you can save it. So I'll teach you that also. So it's very easy to get the plot style. Okay, so you come to C drive or wherever your AutoCAD is installed. 90% people install AutoCAD in C. So in C, you click here and give star.ctb and just give a search. Just wait for it. Wait for some time. So exactly there is a place where CTB is saved. If you go there, you'll find all these names there, and you can save it in separately in your. See that? So did you see that? So you have these CTB which I have created. Okay, very clearly you can have. See, it will tell when it is created. Today's date, 3 o'clock, 3:30, 3:40, 3:36, 3:46. For ENT, I created on 4/4/2020, just few days back. And see, this is the only bridge. I did it in March. So yeah, I have the list of CTV. So just right click this, okay, and say open location. Now you have the location. So you know how to sort it out. You go to C drives, type star.ctb, search for it, then right click open location. You will have this CTB. Now if you want to have a backup of these CTB, which I'm not really interested, but then I'm copying these three. Okay, say I have a backup. So select this, press Control and click whichever you want. Press Control and click whichever you want. Say right click and say copy, and then throw it wherever you want. You safeguard the CTB, which might be a good idea in future. So whenever you want, so I working drawing tips, I'm going to save it. So I have it here. So you can share this if you have done the CTB, you can share it. Now without this CTB in your computer, you won't get this result. Again, I'm telling you, without this CTB in your computer, in your C drive, wherever that folder is, you don't get the result. So if in case you're going to your friend's system, okay, you go to C drive. If you want to copy the same CTB over there, go to C drive, come here and type star.ctb and start searching. You'll get the location in few minutes. Just a minute. It will show the location. So you saw the location, just click on that, right click and open file location. And if you have bought it in pen drive, open it from the pen drive. Like imagine this is the pen drive. You select this and copy and come here and say paste. Of course it won't work here because I this is the same computer, it's not someone else's computer, so it will not allow you to rewrite. Otherwise it is possible. You just have to paste it there, it will go and sit there. Then in your friend system, if you want to see the CTB, just press Control P and go here. You will find the CTB which you have transferred from your system. Now other than this, there is a big purpose for this thing. Sometimes it is you can easily do it once and save it, and then whenever you want you can use. So once you have set a scheme, maybe if you become an architect on your own and have a practice, at that time you can have a scheme of CTBs for electrical, one for landscape, one for HVAC, one for furniture layout, one for structural, and things like that, so that you just tell your subordinates to follow a layer convention, layer color, and this thing. And whenever you want to give a change, you can use CTB and just print out and or plot out a PDF or send them for printing. Whatever you want, you can do. So this, I think I have done justice for this topic, and Any doubts, you can come, you can call me, and you can find out, you can clarify any doubts like this. One of your students asked me for this clarification, so I decided to give a video on this. Similarly, you can also ask for clarify your doubts like this. Okay, thank you so much. Bye, have a nice day.